Hey friends, so this doesn't have anything to do with Gatsby. I'm just doing a little check-in with you guys. During this time when we have this social isolation thing, in order for social isolation to actually work, you have to socially isolate. So I know that it's very tempting for us to view this as like a new spring break. Like, this is going to be me hanging out with my friends and all of that stuff. And as teenagers, you guys are, some of you may be thinking, it doesn't really affect me. Like, it's just a cold. Like, worst case scenario, it's just a cold, no big deal. But what you have to remember is that you guys are also often silent carriers, which means it may not affect you immediately, but it could affect someone around you. Because if you give it to someone who gives it to someone who gives it to someone, the person who is 2 or 3 steps out from you might be immunocompromised. So, there are medically fragile people in this world. One of my very, very best friends is medically fragile, and I would be devastated if anything happened to her. And you need to think about that. So when you start to get stir crazy, and it's gonna happen, it's not gonna happen today, it's probably not gonna happen tomorrow, it may happen soon, especially looking at the weather forecast, which the next few days are supposed to be all rain all the time. As you start to get a little stir crazy, you need to come up with a schedule. I was talking to a friend of mine who's actually in China, and she's been dealing with this for a hot minute. She's been in this whole situation for a while. And what she said is that it's important that you create a routine that you follow every day, even though your days aren't as regimented as they normally would. So, for example, she says, I get up and I set my alarm for 8 a.m. And at 8 a.m., I get up and I work out for an hour. And, I don't go to a gym, but I work out at home or I walk outside if that's possible. Then she says, and then I sit down and eat breakfast, and then I work on my schoolwork. She's a teacher. I work on my schoolwork for, 2 hours, and then I stop and I take a break. And so she regiments her day. And I know, again, you're going to be like, oh, well, it's just like summer. Like, I just do whatever I want. The problem with that is that, one, it's not summer, and two, in summer you might be able to go out and travel and have fun with your friends and meet at someone's house. But, President Trump just came out and said, gatherings of 5 or less is optimal in order to stop this, because the idea of stopping this virus is to not allow anyone to be a silent carrier. And my little teenage friends, you guys are major silent carriers. And so I am telling you, because I care about you and I care about your families and I care about everyone in this society, stay home. Stay home. If you start to feel lonely or socially isolated, pop me an email, reach out to a friend, talk to your parents. I know, talk to your parents, but talk to your parents. Like, now is the opportunity. Don't go out, please. I just saw a picture that someone posted of our city center, the Roswell Square that everyone loves, and it was full of people. And the only thing I could think was, oh God, they're gonna take all of that home. So if you want to support small businesses, because that's important, get food delivery from them, get a gift card from them, or reach out. If you have a friend who's a waitress or a waiter or a server, help them out. Get your parents to help them out. Find out who needs what, and the only way that we're going to get through this is if we all come together. All right. Speaking of which, if you need resources, if you're one of my little students who needs resources, you need food, you need, whatever it is, send me an email. I have places that you can go. You can also go to the Fulton County website. They've got places we can go where you can get food, you can get what you need. We're not abandoning you, okay? Remember, Fulton County, we've got you, okay? We've got you, I've got you. Just stay home, okay? It's the only way that this is gonna stop. Let's get this done and then come back together.